In this video, we're going over how to combine like terms. And so combining like terms just means putting together the tiles that are alike or the same type of tile. So let's get out the tiles and I'll show you what I mean. So 3x, so I'm going to get out 3 of the x tiles, plus 2, so those are the units. So you got 2 of those. This is minus x, and that's the same thing as negative x. So I'm going to get an x tile, but make it negative, sorry, or red. And then plus negative 3. So same idea. So I'm getting out 3 units, but because it's negative, let me make them red. And then plus 2x squared. So here the x squared tiles, I'm getting out 2 of them. Okay. So now that I have that, again, I'm going to put together the tiles that are alike. So the x squareds don't have anything to combine with. And I always like to go biggest tile to smallest tile first. All right, so there's 2x squared tiles. And then next, let's do the x tiles. So I have these 3. Oops. And then I'm also going to combine these because these are all the same type of tile. And remember that whenever you have a positive and a negative tile of the same size, this is a 0 pair. So these can be taken off. And I'm just left with 2x tiles. So I put plus 2x. And then lastly, let's put the units together. So I have 2 positives and then 3 negatives. And same thing with 0 pairs. Here's a positive and a negative. Oops, so that's 0. A positive and a negative, so that's 0, so those can go away. And we're just left with a negative 1. So you can either write it as plus negative 1, or if I wanted, I could write it as just minus 1. Those are the exact same thing. Okay, so that's how you do it with the tiles. Let me show you how to do it algebraically now. Let's get rid of all this. Okay, so another way is you can put shapes around the terms that are alike, so it kind of helps you organize them without using the tiles. So maybe I'll put a box around the x tiles. So I have 3x, and then I'm trying to find out what else can I combine with the 3x. Well, I can combine the negative x, and I want to make sure I put the box around the negative in front as well. We want to make sure that we don't forget the sign of the number. Okay, and I don't see any other x's that can go with it because x squared is a different tile. Okay, let's see, it looks like maybe I'll put the x squared in a circle, and there's nothing else that combines with that. And then maybe I'll just put a line under the units. So the plus 2 units would go with the plus negative 3 units. Okay, and just like we did with the tiles, let's put together everything that's in a similar shape. Okay, so the x squareds are just by themselves. And I like to put a little check mark so I know that I finished with it. Okay, so that's done. Let's do the x's now. So I'm going to combine 3x and negative x. So if I have 3 and I'm taking away 1, right, because there's an invisible 1 in front of the x right here, then I'm left with just 2 x's. So those are done. And then lastly, I'm combining the 2 and the negative 3 units. And like we saw with the tiles, we're left with just 1 negative. And again, we could write that as minus 1 instead of plus a negative 1. That'd be the same thing. So again, you can use the tiles, or you can group the like terms using different shapes.